Got 1 hour or less, maybe about 45 minutes just to break this down. Just outrageous, this Europa League final. Number one, how did Rangers get there? How did Rangers get there? They're playing the SPL, one of the worst leagues in Europe. How did they get to that major final? How did they beat teams like Dortmund? Questions people need to be asking themselves. If they still believe in the beautiful game, the professional game, you've got to ask yourself these questions. Aaron Ramsay misses the decisive penalty. Of course he does. You need to be asking yourself the question, why did Aaron Ramsay sign for Rangers when he was at Juventus, who they say is one of the best teams in the world? They say Ramsay's arguably one of Wales' best players, second best player after Bale. Why is he going to Rangers? Why is he on the bench for Rangers? Questions you need to ask yourself without gematria. When you use gematria, you can see the ritual at play. You see all the 51s. The Ibrox disaster was 51 years ago. Okay, the Illuminati were founded on 5-1 in Germany. I did say a few weeks ago a German team would win the Europa League. Unfortunately, I thought the Rangers code was stronger. The guy who opened the scoring, his name in gematria is 51. The guy who equalised, his name in gematria is 51. And then the guy who equalised got the winning penalty. All about those 51s. It's really wild. What is going on? Like, I keep talking about number 4. Ramsay, basically, anytime he scored a goal, somebody died. But this time he misses the penalty, and he misses Rangers' 4th penalty. There's another 4. And I ain't saying the Queen's going May the 20th. I don't know at this point. Honestly, I'm kind of at a point where it's like, whatever. I'll just keep going day by day and revealing the ritual. That's my big goal. But Ramsay coming on, he came on after 117 minutes. And the Euro 2020 final was on 11-7, 1-1-7. And that finished 1-1, just like this Rangers-Frankfurt game, and went to penalties. It finished 5-4 on penalties. And Jesuit order gets you 54. You had Don Shula, the only guy to have a perfect season in the NFL. He died 5-4. There was 10 penalties in the shootout. Ramsay wears number 10. For Wales, Rangers were in the lowest division in Scotland 10 years ago, and 10 years later, they're in the final of the Europa League, which had teams like Barcelona, Dortmund, and Napoli in. People just don't want to question it. I don't get it. Still, people are doing this. Rangers opened the scoring after 57 minutes, leaving 33 minutes left of the 90. There was 6 minutes of added time in the first half. 45 plus 6 is 51 in the 51st edition of the tournament. So it seems Rangers basically got there because of their 51 connections just to get there. It doesn't always mean they're going to win. And Frankfurt last won European Championship 1980, 42 years ago. England won the World Cup in 66, 4-2. All the 42s I'm talking about. The Lakers win the NBA the year Kobe dies on National Father Daughter Day. That finished 4-2. The recent World Cup final between France and Croatia finished 4-2. I would not be shocked if the NBA finals finished 4-2. I don't know to who. The game today between Dallas and Warriors is incredibly double-coded. I think maybe Dallas to cover the spread is the best bet, +6. Got so many 41s in their favour. And with Ramsay, like I said, you had Alf Ramsay, who won the World Cup in 66. And it was Queen Elizabeth who handed Alf Ramsay the trophy and Bobby Moore. And Prince Philip was there. Supposedly, I've read somewhere that Elizabeth has a soft spot for Rangers. Rangers have the lion in the logo, just like England, just like Chelsea. It's funny how the teams with lions in the logo lost finals. Chelsea twice, Rangers. Villa have the lion in the logo. And they're going to be against Man City. I'm still not sure about that. My gut's saying City win. My gut's saying that, like my gut said a German team would win. So I don't know what to listen to sometimes, my gut or phenomenal code. I don't know what's actually better. But again, what is Aaron Ramsay doing at Rangers if this is real? What is Coutinho doing at Aston Villa if this is all real, the guy who played for Barca, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, why is he at Aston Villa now? Ask yourself those questions. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't to me. And he's probably still playing for his country, who are the favourites to win the World Cup. Euro 2020 was the 16th edition of the Euros. Number 16, Ramsay, comes on for Rangers in the Europa League after 117 minutes. And that final Euro 2020 final was an 11-7, guys. Number 16 misses the decisive penalty. We've just had the Euros, which was the 16th edition. Elizabeth became the queen in 53. 53 is the 16th prime. I could go on all day. If it comes to revealing the ritual, like, I'll just do it every day. I'll do this with or without patrons as well. Because people are waking up. A lot of people said as soon as Ramsay stepped up, I knew he was missing. And I don't watch the game. Somebody said the penalty was like a 4-year-old taking a penalty. I haven't seen it. They were like, the penalties were amazing. Ramsay's was like he intentionally missed. Hey, Adam Lastman, Adam Michael. Like I said, I won't be going long because I'm teaching English after this online. Frankfurt captain, born 11-10, like 111, good find. Hey, bro, I've been watching your channel for 2 weeks now, and I've got some Liverpool numbers for you. Excellent, mate. Thank you. Ramsay, what a joke. His missus like the Queen won't go. It might... Guys, the stuff I've been saying about the Queen, it hit me yesterday. I was like, if somehow these people know what I've got on this 40-odd page document, it's enough to wake up hundreds of thousands of people. I don't know why they had to have Ramsay miss. It was like pure mockery when my community were talking about Ramsay, that he'd play a major role, and then he has to be the only player to miss a penalty. They bring him on with 3 minutes left. Like, I don't know. But again, I just keep telling people, more and more people are messaging me, how are you going to deal with being wrong? It's like, there's nothing bad about it. The only thing out of this is I gain. If she goes, I wake up thousands of people. If she's still fucking here with a fake teeth and a stupid Teletubby dresses, all right, somebody wearing a mask, clearly playing the role of the Queen, I'll take it as well. I'll be annoyed, but I'll take it. I'll move on. It is what it is. If she goes, it's life-changing for a lot of us. Maybe more me, but for a lot of us. But I don't know. Like, she didn't make any appearances, and then she just appears out of nowhere 7 days before she dies, and then 3 days before she might die. All happy and smiling. Listen, you're 96. You've got chronic mobility issues. You're in pain, supposedly. But every time recently we've seen you out in public, you're walking around like you're 20 years old, smiling and waving like fucking you're living the dream. I don't get it. It's not a real person, the Queen, right now. Queen probably went decades ago, to be honest with you. And if she doesn't go May the 20th, she's going soon. There's no way they would have disclosed when a funeral would be. That she would have it 10 days after if she's not going in the near future. And if it is May the 20th, it is a heart attack. It's going to be sudden. Like the Liverpool-Chelsea FA Cup, it went to sudden death. The penalties. I'm surprised it didn't today. It'll be everyone's saying to me now, the Queen's fine, she's in good health, she's happy. That tells me, boom, it's going to be an even bigger shock if she does go. Because people think she's good now. People tell me, oh no, she'll stay alive. She's got at least a few more years left in her, Elizabeth. She looks great. She looks really good. I think she's gone in the next month. She's definitely going for me at 96. I just don't think she gets past May the 20th. And if she does, she's going in June. Imagine she goes on the anniversary of her being coronated. That might be too obvious. You predicted a German team and an English team. Well, a British team. Yeah, but I'm not too worried about me being right or wrong anymore with this. I just want to reveal the ritual. So somebody thinks Ramsay missing is the Queen's survival. I've told you I think the royal family are all Nazis. I truly, hand on my heart, believe they're all Nazis. So having a German team win made sense to me. I think they are all Nazis. That's why Prince Harry dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween. Wild stuff. This is a really strange world we're living in. By the way, I have 4 Man United shirts. I've got them here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give them away tonight. I've got these 4 United shirts. All right. There's 4 of them. 2 red ones, a black one, and a white one with the devil on. And with the knowledge I have, I'm not wearing them anymore. I don't care how much money they cost. I'm going to give them to homeless people tonight. I asked people, should I burn them? Should I sell them? Should I give them away? I was not keeping them. That wasn't even an option. A lot of people said burn them. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to burn them because clothing is to keep you warm. And homeless people need clothing. So I'm going to try and find 4 different homeless people. That's my mission tonight. And I know there's an area where there's quite a lot of them and there's a hot dog stand. So, baby, I'm going to get them all a hot dog and give them a shirt. I know it's like, well, if it's got the devil on it, why are you giving it to another human? You've got to weigh it up a little bit. So it's pretty weird to say that because I always remember how excited I was buying a United shirt, especially as a youngster, man. And now I'm going to give them all away. The one I'm keeping, there's 2 I'm keeping for emotional reasons. Years ago, I got a bad injury playing tennis, like screwed my back up. And I'm not a guy who often gets injured. I couldn't walk for like a few weeks. So my 10th grade, 10th grade class got me a United shirt with, I'll show you it, actually. Just tell you I'm not going to give this one away. I'm not going to wear it. I've never wore it. So I've not wore this shirt ever. But when I got hurt, my 10th graders bought me a United shirt, which is so sweet of them. And on the back, look at that. Really? Get well. 10B. 10? Fucking 10? And it says get well? Guys, you can't make this up. What is this? And a funeral's 10 days after she dies, and all the 10s today in this final. 10 penalties taken. So I'm keeping that one. I'm going to keep the signed Beckham shirt, which I got because I've got a story with that if Elizabeth goes. I'm not going to get rid of that. But these 4 shirts, I'm going to get rid of today. Miami Heat equals 43, baby, like Frankfurt. Yeah, I had the Miami Heat yesterday. The 4-3 is big, guys. That's when they tell us Jesus died. It's the biggest thing with 43. Nazis do it on penalties. Yeah, great call. Yeah, just like Euro 96. That's a great call. Good find. And what about another Ramsay? You have Gordon Ramsay, the most famous chef in the world. Do you know when he was younger, he played for Rangers? He played for Rangers. That's why he plays in the charity football matches. Horseshit footballer. Oh, but my knee hurt. I've injured my knee. What a lot of people say, who say, I used to be good. I used to be really good, but then, the knee. A lot of them make it up. Some get genuine knee injuries. But Gordon Ramsay, he played for Rangers as a youngster. Ram guys, like you just had the LA Rams, the Ram. The Rams connected to April, the zodiac, when Elizabeth was born in April. But she's born the 21st, isn't she? So she's a Taurus, which is a bull. Because I think from April the 20th is when you become a Taurus. I'm an Aries, like I'm a Ram. So I'll fucking nut you if you annoy me. Ramsay blagged his way into playing a few exhibition matches for Rangers. Just how did Rangers get to the final? It's not real, is it? Someone's saying Frankfurt's manager looks like Steven Gerrard. I don't know. Not looked. But if you look at these grown men crying, the players and the fans crying. And since having my awakening, especially now, it makes me cringe. You've got a group of lads running around the field, kicking a ball. And I love football. I coach it. It is an unbelievably beautiful sport. But you've got these grown men crying at the end of the game. Crying. Why? Is your life that painfully pathetic that you need a team to win a game of football to make you feel important, to make you feel special, to make you feel successful? It's Satan, man. And when it comes to Satan, that's why I'm getting rid of these Red Devil shirts, Man United. The harsh reality is this realm that we are living in right now is his. This is Satan's realm, whether you like it or not. God's completely in control, but this is Satan's realm. God gave Satan this realm. So all these satanic rituals, I don't know why it shocks people anymore. A lot of them are bullshit, but Satan controls the outcomes of these games. All right? This is his fucking realm, in my opinion. I really believe that. Liverpool are buying a Ramsay from Scotland to be back up for Trent. Are you serious? Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. Do you know Rangers have a player who's number 51? They have a player who's number 51 as well. I also found out today, which I didn't know, Arsenal, which have the word arse in it, like butt, like bum, like buttock. Arsenal have a fucking official supporters group for the LGBTQ community called the Gay Gunners. The Gay Gunners, guys. Arsenal, whose iconic coach was Arsene Wenger, who likes it in the arse. The Gay Gunners, guys. When did this come about? I bet it was recent. I haven't studied it, but I'm pretty sure. Wow, so the guy who got he's doing that celebration, oh my God, the fucking Nazi salute. That Border who got the equaliser and the winning penalty, his celebration's a Nazi salute and he's 26. Huge Queen number, and I'm pretty sure Aaron Ramsay was born on the 26th of December. Fucking hell, 9 days after the Pope. My goodness. The Gay Gunners, all right? The Gay Gunners. What is this, guys? They were established in 2013 when Pope Francis became the Pope. The spokesperson for the Gay Gunners is Bellerin, who's blatantly gay. Have you seen the way he dresses? How the Gay Gunners and Arsenal are tackling homophobia. Somebody mentioned this as well to me recently, that they've been to hundreds of football games in multiple stadiums and never heard a racist comment or homophobic. And they said they've been to hundreds of games. And I think most people will say that. You usually go to a game, most people are sat down, they buy the little program, they buy the little shitty food, they watch the game, they cheer, they bite the nails, whatever. There's next to no, you might have the chance like, it's nice to know you're here, it's nice to know you're here, it's nice to know you're here. No, fuck off. All of that, which don't hurt anybody. Those type of chants, yes, I've been involved with. But the actual racism and all of that, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a fan scream, you, whatever you want to say. I've never heard it in the stadium. So again, it's the media lying. And you've got to remember, they put plants in the stadiums, masons, to do this. And the Masonic cameraman makes sure that they get it. And then it goes on the Masonic media. Most of us are good people, man. But it is really sad and pathetic to cry when your beloved team loses a game at this point. It is really, really sad. The Gay Gunners is the first team. That's hilarious. That's a good one. I've told you, I think a lot of the top athletes are gay. I think it's part of the ritual to get to that level. You have to have sex with the same sex. It's one of the ladders in Masonry. I think it's the 10th or the 11th. You have to have sex with the same sex as you. So the higher you get, the more rituals you go through. And one of them's definitely having sex with the same sex. Whether you're gay or not, it's got to be done. They coin phrases, we say them, curse ourselves and each other. Don't second guess yourself means go with your first guess. They're calling our intuition guessing. They want our third eye blind. Brilliant, Lady Hawk, yeah. Again, I've been saying a while, German team win the Europa League, and I let the code get the benefit of me. A few people did a great code. I looked at it. I thought, wow. But I should have just stuck with my guns. But it is what it is. If you did bet on Rangers today, again, like one thing I've taught people in my community, you have to bet smart. Soon as Rangers went 1-0 up after, 57 minutes, next bet, you get on, what's it called? What was their name? Frankfurt to lift the trophy. Plus 130. You can't lose. People don't use that common sense. I'm not going to keep posting every single time this may happen. As soon as Rangers went up, like 2/3 of the game gone, you cover yourself and guarantee a small profit or a decent one. People don't do it. They get too carried away with it all. They don't bet smart. But I'm not going to be baby people every time. There's people in my community who did do that, who are smart with it, who did things like Frankfurt to win on penalties and stuff like that and got a good price. So good for those people. But the other ones who maybe you don't have the money to cover yourself, I get that. It's the only way I understand or can respect why people don't cover themselves in those situations. When I had England to win the Euros at the beginning, got them at were they 10-1? I would have won so much money. So as soon as England opened the scoring against Italy, after a couple of minutes, I hammered Italy to lift the trophy. I won about $3,000. And I only staked, I don't even know how much I staked in that tournament, but from that one game, because I bet smart. If I didn't bet on Italy when they went down 1-0, I would have actually lost from my England bet. So again, it'd be interesting if German team win the Europa League. So that means they're in the Champions League now and the Super Cup. And if Liverpool win the Champions League with a German coach, it's going to be a German coach against a German team in the Super Cup. Remember, guys, this all comes back to the Illuminati, who were founded in Bavaria, May the 1st, 1776, a few months before the Declaration of Independence was signed. It's the Illuminati who came up with the United States of America. It's the Illuminati running the show. So all these 51s today, there were some great 51s for Rangers, but the 51s connected with Germany because the Illuminati was founded 5-1, May the 1st. 51st edition is won by a German team. It is scandalous. The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing is just a real joke. You've got a couple of inverts just acting. Anything you see on TV is a show. But they're in a courtroom owned by the Masons. Have you never seen actors in actual courtrooms in movies? It's all a show, man. But again, I've got about 25 minutes. Somebody said, thank you once again, The Illusion. Thank you. My main goal in my life right now is to help others and wake people up. If it wins people money, nice, great. If it doesn't and they lose it, okay, maybe you shouldn't gamble. Whatever it is with gambling, I'm not bothered about it anymore. Like I used to be, because I don't even do it. But I'm waking people up. People are watching these games now. They're second guessing the games. They see the ritual. You had the Frankfurt player slipping, falling over, just like Gerrard slipped and fell over. Gerrard coached Rangers last year. He's now coaching Villa. He was a Liverpool legend. Liverpool slipped up. Man City win the title. Now it goes to the last game of the season between Man City and Liverpool again. It just gets recycled. It gets recycled. The guy who fell over for Frankfurt, number 8, just like Gerrard, number 8, just like Jordan Henderson wears number 8 for England, how Liverpool got the 8th FA Cup. Chelsea stayed on 8 FA Cups. Kobe's first jersey, number 8. Prince Philip's funeral, 8 days after he died. The Meta Universe logo is a sideways 8. I just know I'm waking people up at this point. Whatever it is I do, I get to the bottom of the ritual. I'll always show you, which is a big passion of mine. It really is. And like I said, Aaron Ramsay, he played in Euro 2020, didn't he? With Wales, who had a pretty decent tournament wearing the number 10 jersey. With Gareth Bale with his ponytail because he's a female, like nearly all of them are. And tomorrow I'm going to be able to do a video finally about these Transformers. Somebody gave me the inspiration to call my series the Invert Tweeners because I have a real passion for the in-betweeners. So the invert-tweeners, I think, is a great name. And I'll just be smart. There's certain words they won't let me use, which is just baffling, isn't it? Lampard wore number 8 for Chelsea. Good. Gerrard wore number 4 for England. Ramsay misses the 4th penalty for Rangers. Remember, Mane missed the penalty for Liverpool when the score was 4-4, so it goes to sudden death. Again, Elizabeth death's going to be sudden. Yes, she's old, but it's going to be like, it's not going to be where they're like, Elizabeth's feeling sick, she's getting put in the hospital. Elizabeth might not last the night. I don't see that. It's going to be, Queen Elizabeth has died. And if it's not May the 20th, it's going to be soon. But it's going to be like, what? And then people might go, yeah, well, she was old, wasn't she? And people are all going to be crying because the media is going to do all these beautiful videos and snippets with beautiful angelic music. And people are going to be like, oh my God, she was a wonderful woman after all, wasn't she? No, satanic son of a gun, baby. Nazi, bloke, liar, deceiver, done nothing to help anybody other than wave with a fake fucking hand. Do all of that in a silly dresses. She hasn't done anything. So please don't get emotional when the Queen dies. All right? If your grandma dies, fine. Yeah. Got a connection with your grandma. Cry. All right? I always believe as well, though, when people die, celebrate the death. Don't mourn it. Celebrate it. Mourn like Lucifer Morning Star. Good morning. No. Celebrate someone's life. Celebrate their life when somebody goes, because they don't truly die anyway. All these vile guys, it's... I've said Ronaldo will only leave United if the Queen does. If the Queen is still here and she's fucking cruising around still this time August, then I think Ronaldo stays. If she dies before that, I think Ronaldo came back to England for the Queen's death. I've said how synced he is. He was born on 111 date numerology. He made his second debut for United on a day leaving 111 days left in the year. Elizabeth was born on the 111th day of the year. She became the Queen at age 25. Ronaldo born on 2/5, February the 5th, just like Neymar. So if she kicks the bucket, I will tell you this, Mbappe is going. I've not shared it with anybody, but I did some research about him. And Mbappe will be leaving. I don't see him playing one more game for PSG with what I found today. He's made 216 appearances, 216 for PSG. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. He's leaving. He's gone. She. Kylie Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. 216. Man United winning trophies next season, I can't say. I don't know. And I know it's hard for me to say this because I decode sports. It's one of my jobs. I don't care about them anymore, really. I really want them gone. Like I said, seeing these fans crying, knowing people may have gambled on Rangers or even gambled on Frankfurt and won, giving their energy to the ritual. That's what you've got to know. Win or lose with these sports or the entertainment industry, win or lose, you are giving them your energy. And I guess I am now. That's why I'm like, I'm kind of done with it. I just want it all to come down. But I have a purpose here. I have a voice. People enjoy hearing. I have to keep doing this. I feel like I have to. Even when I can't be bothered to do it, I keep going, don't I? Because I know a lot of people are new to this. So I have to keep my passion up, my level up, because I know level up. I know that the better I get, the better other people get, the better they'll be able to share this knowledge. But I'll say it one last time in this one. Ask yourself how the fuck Rangers Football Club got to the final of the Europa League. Ask yourself that. Don't need gematria. Sports are for the dead. Sports are for people who are lacking meaning in their life. Pro sports. I can't say sports. Sports are beautiful, man. Oh my goodness, sports have given me so much. So much. Sports. Pro sports. It's all one huge distraction. Whilst they're putting through inhumane policies, like I keep talking about, that they're going to be putting through on May the 22nd to the 28th, people will be talking about, will Coutinho score illusion? You think Liverpool have got this, mate? You're not going to ask me questions about these policies where they want to take away all your rights and tell you how to live your life and what you can and cannot put in your body, and when they can determine if a pandemic's here and the rules that they can implement, like, lawfully. You're not going to ask me about that, but you're going to ask me, you think Gerrard's going to stop Man City winning league? I'm kind of done with it, to be honest. Sorry. I have moments where I'm like, oh my God, there's bigger things going on. I don't want to be the Hubbard or whoever where it's just distracting you with people getting shot and just a couple of sports games. This is bigger, man. Queen goes, it's a big distraction from what's going on from the 22nd to 28th. It'll just be a huge distraction. That's why they've made the whole event a 4-day event from the 2nd to the 5th, 2-5 of June. Going to be celebrating her coronation over 4 fucking days. Why do you think you had the TV show? Oh, you still have it, Coronation Street. I'm going to have to decode that show. I think I have, actually. The magic is just real. Like, it's real. Magic's real at this point. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Have I experienced with magic? No. Can you visually see magic? I don't think you can visually see a spell. Remember, the most powerful things are the things you cannot see, like your spirit, your soul, your consciousness, air. You can't see those things. But magic, man, you just hear about it all the time. You'll start noticing all these commentators and players and coaches talking about magic. Magic. If you don't know much about Aleister Crowley and his black magic and his sex magic, you really need to start researching these people. Aleister Crowley was an occultist, a black magician, a Satanist who discussed sacrificing children, and he was at the top of that Beatles album cover. People don't even know who he is. They have no idea. All they're looking at is the Beatles, who are probably doing this or this. Like, somebody sent me the photo of Poker Face, the thumbnail for Poker Face. She's doing that. The thumbnail is that. Why? Why is she doing that? Look at it for yourself. Who said she wrote 3 different songs in 10 minutes? Satan's 10. There's no way you can write a song in 10 minutes, I don't think, at that level. I don't think so. And 3 of them. Someone from Bradford told me that the magician Dynamo would go into a forest and live in isolation. I've met Dynamo. I've watched his tricks when I was in a club in Bradford. I used to go out in Bradford all the time. I saw him when he was a nobody, and I couldn't believe what he could do. It blew my head off, but I was drunk. But what I remember, the shit that he did, I don't know how he did it. He had like a can of Coke. He had a 50p, like a 50p coin, and he put it inside of the little hole. It was impossible to fit, and I don't know what he did. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Can they slip up so people recognize it's scripted? Yeah, I'm hoping so. That it's becoming so blatantly obvious now. But people asking me this as well. Do these people know there's people like you, Adam, exposing all of this? And some days I go, no, I'm a nobody in regards to my following. So they probably have no idea. But on the other hand, the stuff I have been doing, if somehow Villa upset City and Liverpool win the league, and if somehow the Queen dies May the 20th, it's like, that is powerful. I don't know if you could say knowledge is magic, maybe. Because I think the knowledge I can share would wake up a lot of people, which would break the spell. So maybe knowledge is magic. I've just had that awakening now. Maybe knowledge is magic. The more you have, the more power you have. That's why they say knowledge is power. And these occultists have a lot of knowledge, so much knowledge. Some of them you think are stupid and dumb, like Trump and Biden and what's his name, Boris Johnson, who doesn't even have a Johnson. Johnson's a penis. That's why you have Dwayne Johnson, who doesn't have a Johnson. Boris Johnson doesn't have a Johnson. Adam Johnson, who supposedly raped somebody, but he doesn't have a Johnson. A Johnson's a penis, guys. It's mockery. You got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So I don't know what to say with all of this. Yeehaw, yeah. I have a feeling pro sports won't exist anymore. I've said that for a year and a half. I think it's the last ever World Cup. I've said that, mate. And I said, I don't know if it's an amazing thing or a difficult thing for society. A lot of my friends say there's not a chance there's no way that they would do that. It all depends on the New World Order, which I keep repeating, which I wrote about in my book about 2 years ago. If they get an official New World Order, people say, well, they already run the world. I'm talking no. Literally, they own everything, including your fucking spirit and soul and your mind. They own everything. All right? Where literally you might walk out in the streets, and if you do what you're not supposed to do, boom, bullet in your head. I don't think so. It's shown us that in movies. I don't believe that'll happen. But if there's a New World Order where they get complete control somehow, I'm praying it doesn't happen. Why do they need to distract the masses with professional sports and Hollywood? Why do you think they're talking about bringing down Hollywood and all of that? Cancel culture. It's all by design. It's all by design, cancel culture. Because if they get the New World Order, which you really need to really look into, why do they have to distract the masses? They can turn around and say, we fucked you. What are you going to do about it now? We give you every chance to wake up. You did nothing. And that's how I feel. They're giving us so many chances to wake up with bullshit every single day, and people still want to dismiss it. Ignorance is bliss. It's not. It's not. It's why I have to work overtime to go live, to reveal it all. But I don't have an audience. I have 1,000 people on Twitter and about 4,500 on YouTube. I don't have enough of an audience, man. Put me on TV, I would inspire millions, but they'll never allow that. Let's hope Liverpool win and this channel blows up. Let's hope so. It's going to be, I don't know. I've told you, Man City just have really great numbers to beat Villa, which you'd expect. They're minus 800 to win the league. You can't cover yourself with this one. But I don't know. I will still not be watching the games. If it's an anticlimax and City go up 3-0 after 20 minutes, that would not shock me either. Nothing shocks me anymore. And nothing really gets me overly emotional. I might rant a little bit, but if Liverpool win it, yeah, my channel will blow up. If Liverpool win the quad, it will blow up. If Elizabeth dies, it's going to blow up. But again, it might be a blessing and a curse. I've always said I never want to get higher than 10,000 subs. I don't want to be a major influencer. I don't want everyone to know who I am. I don't want to be famous. I don't want all the money that might come with it. I don't want any of that. I like having a small audience. I like inspiring people to inspire other people. But if my work does really come off, they'll get rid of me. They'll get rid of me. Right now, I'm a small fish. They'll be fine with what I'm doing. If it all goes out that the illusion did this and he predicted this, and everyone really starts connecting all the work that I've done, which has been simply incredible for 2 years. And really, that's what people are doing now. They're going, just watch your recent video, but now I've gone back and I've watched this one and this one. My word, you know so much. Thank you. I think most people who come to my channel watch 5 minutes, then leave. They come, watch 5 minutes and leave my channel. I think, what's this psycho talking about? I am thinking of getting to England this year. I am, but I know a lot's going to change after the Queen dies. That's why I've been telling people, if she doesn't go in May, I'm going to try get to England in June. That soon. I was going to say September for my mum's birthday and a few other reasons, to see a girl and a few other friends of mine, and a few events going on in September I've been invited to. But I'm thinking, if she's still here in June, I'm going to get over there, because I think as soon as she's dead, there's going to be so many ridiculous policies that they'll put out there, which make no sense because the Queen does nothing. But they'll say, due to Elizabeth's death, this has cost the economy this amount of money. And it's like, why? But why did it? People won't ask. People don't ask why. People don't ask why. There's so many things. Like I said, with Rangers, why did they get to the final? Why were they able to beat Dortmund over 2 legs, who were one of the best teams in Europe over the last, 10 years? Why were Rangers in the lowest league in Scotland 10 years ago? Why was Gerrard able to go to Rangers with no coaching experience and be a god and then straight away get a Premier League job, which most people have to work years for? Why have you got all these top stars who were playing for England in the 2002 World Cup 20 years ago? Remember, coronavirus was declared a pandemic, 71st day of the year, 20th prime in 2020. Kobe died in 2020, played 20 seasons in the NBA. Why were those players like Rooney, Lampard, and Gerrard all in that team? And why are they all coaching now? Lampard at Everton, Gerrard at Villa, Rooney at Derby. Why are people not seeing these connections? They're not. They're not, but they're all there. And again, May the 20th, I'll be going live with my greatest ever decode. Now, a lot of my community don't know some of the stuff I've been writing down at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 5 a.m. But I'm going to share all of it with all of you, whether she goes or not. And you're going to see that this world that we're living in, this reality, is completely scripted by a code. But I do believe God gives you free will. You can choose Satan or you can go against him. And if you go against him, he'll leave you alone, in my opinion. He won't go near you. But most people choose Satan and they're not even aware of it. In the name of entertainment, they choose Satan. That's what the whole thing is now. Do whatever you want. Do as thou wilt. Be a transgender. Be gay. Do this. Do that. Do whatever you want. Nobody can judge you. We're going to push equality. Do whatever you want. Satan's motto, YOLO. You only live once. You don't. You never die. So I guess maybe you do only live once if you never die. Oh God, it's complicated stuff, baby. It's really complicated. Guys, I'm growing my beard out. Somebody said, I bet you can't grow your beard. I was like, all right, let's go, baby. Watch me grow this motherfucking beard. I was supposed to meet students at my old school today, completely forgot about it. But I'm going to go see them tomorrow. They break up soon. I'm going to go see them. It'd be interesting if I see them the day before the Queen dies. They're all going to be asking me about that because the high school students know of what I do. But I'll just say, I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll see. Tune in on the 20th and I'll be going live, baby. Go live. So you have been ascending here. The early wake up, you are decoding. I do my best work in the middle of the night. It's when I write songs. It's when I do my best decodes. It's when I feel most inspired. It's when the angels are guiding me. I know witches hours, 3 a.m. You hear people like Harry Styles talking about it and Giselle, witches hours, 3 a.m. I don't know if that's 100% all negative or legit, but I am the guy who does his best work. And since I was a little kid, my mate Nathan can back this up. I am a night owl. I'm a guy who loves being awake late. I love it. I don't know what it is. I like going for walks at like 2 a.m. And in the mornings, like literally when I wake up, I am awful. It takes me 30 minutes to like wake up and feel like a normal person. Maybe it's because I go to bed so late. Thank you for this. Yeehaw, yeah. After Madrid beat City on the biggest football page named 433, yeah, that's a formation. With 33 million followers, top comment was football is scripted with 500 likes. Wow, mate. Yeah, you've got the 433 magazine and the 442 magazine. And again, have you noticed they exclude the goalkeeper? They don't say like 1433. They do 433, 442. And those numbers get you 10, which they're obsessed with because of Satan. And the matrix is ones and zeros. What's the matrix? The matrix is ones and zeros, which is 10. We are living in a matrix, but it's not the way this world's supposed to be, or the universe. Maybe this reality is a matrix because this is Satan's realm. If you read the Bible, this is Satan's realm. Satan as well is not a big red monster with devil horns. It's a person. And isn't it funny in this world right now, they've glorified Lucifer and Satan. Watch the TV show Lucifer, which I actually watched before my awakening and really enjoyed. You want to be him. You want to be Lucifer. In that show, he's good looking, his body's great, he fucking gets any woman he wants, he's charming, he's funny, he dresses well, he can play the piano, he's got a beautiful apartment in LA, city of angels. Lucifer's an angel. They've glorified Lucifer and Satan. That's why all the people are doing that and what other stuff do they do? They've glorified Satan, and Satan will give you whatever you want in this realm if you sell your soul to him. So when you hear all these celebrities saying, "Thank you, Lord, thank you, God," their God and Lord is Lucifer. So yeah, when they thank Lucifer or the Lord or God, that's who they're thanking. They know. They know, man. Harriet Styles, yeah, like what's he doing? Like, why can't we live in a world where, all right, can Harry Styles sing? Yes. Can he perform? Yes. Has he got charisma? Yes. Why do you have to put him in a dress? Why can't it just be music where it literally is about the voice or the instrument? It shouldn't matter what a person. I know they've brought out the voice. It's very smart how they do it, where it's not about how someone looks, but those shows are completely corrupt and rigged. They know who's going to win to push agendas. All right, they know all of that. But when it comes to music, it should literally be about the music. Music is beautiful. Yes, Lucifer is the god of music. He is. But music's beautiful. But right now, music is infiltrating the current generation. It's infiltrated all of us. The Bassmass songs, where you put them in reverse and it says, "Hail Satan, Satan is our God," in reverse. You can look this up yourself, like Led Zeppelin. They've glorified Lucifer, man, and they've ridiculed anybody who believes in God. Why do you think the Flanders in The Simpsons get mocked every episode? And everybody loves The Simpsons, the dumbass dad, the housewife mum, the stupid, ignorant, arrogant kid, Bart. The intelligent girl gets ridiculed, Lisa, for being smart and open-minded. She gets laughed at. And then in this society, people like me, unfortunately, people dismiss me and laugh at me when I'm on a different level to them and I'm trying to help them. That's because of watching shows like The Simpsons. This world needs a real Batman to screw them up. Yeah, Batman's all connected to Skull and Bones, by the way. Batman's a big Skull and Bones ritual. What we need in this life is not to keep waiting for a superhero to save you. One of the tricks of Hollywood. We are the superheroes in this movie. We are. Stop waiting for Batman to come, or even God to come, or Jesus to return. We are the fucking superheroes. I'm trying to do my bit. It missed me by half a mile. Luckily, never forget Zach calling me that day. What did Zach say to you? Maybe I've missed a comment. The devil wears orange. Well, it's a Freemasonic colour, isn't it? Orange. I think in the Europa League, they'll get interviewed with like an orange microphone as well. You have a phone company called Orange, or you did. I don't know if it's still there in England. You had Orange and Vodafone and O2 and all of that. There's definitely one called Orange. The guy who came out for Blackpool as being gay. Blackpool wear orange. It's a Freemason colour orange. You'll see a lot of the celebs wearing it. It's why Donald Trump, they had to make a big deal about his skin being orange. He's constantly telling you how he's orange. He's laughing at you. Super Bowl is 96 days. Yep. Yeah, mate, I don't think anyone at this point, thank you. I don't think anyone at this point can give me any more code for the May the 20th. I appreciate it a lot. Cincinnati's 96 in gematria as well. And their quarterback was born in 96. The year that Kobe was drafted, the year of Euro 96. There's just so many, man. Again, whatever happens, whenever she goes, I know people say, oh, it's easy doing the decode now. You said May 20th. I'll reveal to you why she goes on the day that she goes. And I'll reveal to you that basically whole show of her being the queen was all by the numbers. Everything about her life. I will decode the queen on May the 20th, whether she's here with us or not. And everyone seems to care about the queen or have at least interest in the queen. It'll be the video that makes you go, wow. And I'm not just talking about little things like Prince, the artist, died on the queen's 90th birthday, which is, again, most people in the world wouldn't have a clue that happened. And then he sang Purple Rain. Rain, like she reigns over us. Purple, the colour of royalty and deception. That whole song was about Elizabeth. So I've decoded when it was released. And I think it came out in 1984. Like, how many more rituals with 1984? Something about that year, guys. The book, George Orwell's 1984. LeBron born in 84. Michael Jordan drafted in 84. Obama born on 8/4, August the 4th. The Jesuit Order 84. Jesuit 84. I did an amazing code. I should have done a video about it for why Miami beat Boston. All Jesuit numbers. It was so good, that code. I just don't have the patience now to keep doing a video every time I get a perfect code. I don't have the patience to do it anymore. Tony Blair is an invert. You know what? That's a good call. He's one of the very few people I have not looked into. What the fuck? No way. Guys, hold on. Hold on. I've got another find here. Again, Tony Blair. We know all his rituals, guys. Weapons of mass destruction, all of that, and stuff he was involved with. Tony Blair was born on 5/6/56 in 1953, which is the year Elizabeth was coronated. Can you believe that? So I've got another 56 and another 1953. Tony Blair, all right, who, interestingly, one of his middle names is Charles. I remember that. It's his name, Sir. He's got Sir in front of his name, which tells you that the guy's an absolute sicko, which I've been saying for almost 2 years. If they have Sir in front of the name on MBE, OBE, and all of that, they are massively Masonic and sick. Sir Anthony Charles Linton Blair, KG, is a British politician who served as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 97 to 2007. It's funny how he began in 97, and 97 is the 25th prime, and Elizabeth became the Queen at age 25. So he's 69 years old. And Elizabeth, from the time of her becoming the Queen to her being coronated, was exactly a span of 69 weeks. Didn't Frankfurt equalize after 69 minutes? I'm pretty sure they did. Again, I've been hammering the 69. I think Frankfurt scored after 69 minutes. The one thing I don't like about this, if Elizabeth goes on May the 20th, is Tony Blair's birthday is 14 days before, and Real Madrid can get the 14th European Cup. I don't like that, but that's interesting. So we've got Tony Blair in the code now. I feel like I've got practically every fucker in that code. Tony Blair looks like the Queen. He does, doesn't he? Oh, he's doing a Masonic handshake here with George Bush Jr. You know what? I'm going to have to check something here. I'm going to check from when she was coronated to when that guy was born. But there's no doubt that Tony Blair's connected to the Queen. Right, so she was coronated 6/2/1953. This guy was born 5/6/1953. What do you get? What do you get? Oh, for fuck's sake, another 36. Another 36. Remember, 5/6 is the 126th day of the year as well, and Kobe died on 1/26. So many 1/26s. And 5'6", leaves 239 days left in the year, the 52nd prime, and she became the queen in 52 and may die 520. So another 36. I'll add that to my 36,666. He was born 3 weeks and 6 days before Elizabeth was coronated. And now I'm just going to quickly check from when she became the queen to when this guy was born. Exactly 65 weeks. What? Exactly 1 year and 3 months, 13. That's great for Liverpool, keeping Madrid on 13 European Cups. Wow. Wow, 65 weeks. He was born exactly 65 weeks. Remember, Francis became the Pope 313, the 65th prime. Pandemic 65. And Bill Gates was 65 years old when coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. 6 + 5 is 11. Like the score today, 1-1. The Euro 2020 final, 1-1. That's 11, guys. I saw the Rangers goalkeeper. You got number 1 and number 33, like 133 as well. Like Francis becoming the Pope 13-3. He was born exactly 65 weeks before Elizabeth became the queen. Again, stuff like this. I'm not even mentioning 520 here. That's not an accident. It's not an accident that Tony Blair was born on 5/6, 56. Oh my God, that date can be written 6/5. And he was born 65 weeks after Elizabeth became the queen. I need to... Just get my charger. Wow. Tony Blair. Tony fucking Blair, eh? You know, George Bush Sr. was the 41st president of the US. Skull and Bones is 41. And Elizabeth May died 4 weeks and 1 day after her birthday. Crowley called his child Lilith as well. I've told you the founder of the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey, he has a daughter called Satan. The guy who founded the Church of Satan has a daughter called Satan. Bono, Blair, and Gates are members of the Lucius Trust, which can be traced back to the Golden Dawn. That makes sense to me. This Golden Dawn stuff. Golden as well, connected to the crown. Gold. Yep. That's why they're obsessed with the Egyptians as well. Well, hello there, truth seekers. Your light switches look weird in Manchester. You have weird American sockets. I'm in Mexico. I live in Mexico, mate. People keep doing this to me. Oh, God, he keeps saying he's from England, but he's not. Why is he live streaming at like 4 a.m. in England? I don't live in England anymore. I haven't lived in England for years, for decades. Well, not decades. I'm not that fucking old. Half of my life I've been out of England practically. So no, I don't live. This light switch is shite. My apartment is shit. I used to live in a glorious house. I gave it all up. This apartment was the first thing I took. This light switch, I think it's the wrong way fucking round. I'm using a shitty fucking lamp that looks like it's from the fucking 15th century. I've got a shite little blue table. Still haven't invested in a table. Thankfully, Kathy supported me to get this chair. So I've got a nice chair, but no, I'm in Mexico. And Mexico's not a shithole, if anyone wants to say that. Mexico, where I live, is unbelievably beautiful. And I could afford to stay in a nicer place, but there's nothing available. And this apartment keeps me level, keeps me grounded. When you have all this knowledge, you can get a little bit cocky with it. I'm trying to stay grounded. Annie Lennox is such a bloke. No more I love you. Such a bloke, Annie Lennox. And didn't she have a video? And it's got all these blokes dressed up as like ballet dancers. Do you remember that? I think she talks about demons in that song as well. It goes It goes so far back, guys. I was watching. I'm going to share out my Patreon after this. Well, after I finish teaching English, there was a game in 2006 between Bolton and Man City, and Man City hit the woodwork 5 times and lost 1-0, like 10 at home to a penalty. I might even put it on Twitter as well. I don't want to put everything on Twitter. It's not fair on my Patreons, you know what I mean? But 5 times the woodwork got hit, and they didn't score 1 goal. And Jaskalainen, who was wearing 22, like Satanic in Gematria, pulling off worldy saves. If it's magic, if they don't want a team to score, a team ain't scoring. That's the only reason why I'm like, you know what, Man City might not win. Because if it is magic, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about City's home record. It doesn't matter about this, that, and the other. If it's magic, and I did see the Matip goal, I went back to watch it, or the own goal, or whatever you want to call it. He was credited with it. There's some sort of magic going on with the way that ball went. It wasn't right. It wasn't normal, man. It wasn't normal. It's like a video game at this point. This whole reality is like a video game. Mexico is a beautiful place, and no need to apologize. There's just so many people say he's such a liar. He says he's English. He says he's from England. He's not from fucking England. It's like, yeah, I am from England. I just don't live there anymore. Oh, he lived in Mexico because he had to escape England. No, I was in the US. A lot of people ask me this as well. I'm still getting comments like this. This guy knows too much. How the fuck did he get to Mexico? How did he get to the US? All right, I got to the US to coach. I've told this story so many times, and I don't really have to tell people my story. I come here and give you all this knowledge. I still open up. I've basically told you everything about me. I feel like Eminem in 8 Mile, where he just spits all of his truths. It's like, come on, what are you going to say about me now? I've just told you everything. Come on, I'm like that. Can't say shit anymore. So how did I get to the US? I got offered to go coach a summer camp in Los Angeles. I was only supposed to go there for 6 weeks. I did a great job. They offered me a 2-year visa to stay out there. I didn't know if I wanted to do it because I was playing for Guiseley, and they offered me a 2-year contract with the first team. And the way the world works, they offered me that before I left. And I said, listen, can I sign it after I come back? I'm only going to be gone 6 weeks, and it's for the summer. So I'll only miss like a few weeks of pre-season, whatever it was. I said, fine, Adam, no worries, have fun. Came back, I was like, sorry, I'm actually going to stay out there now. So I went to the US to coach just for the experience. I thought it was going to be a long holiday, which I got paid for. My flight got paid for, the whole shebang. I stayed out there. I played football for Hollywood. Vinnie Jones was my coach, who's definitely a Mason. I wouldn't have guessed it. I didn't know anything about Masons then. He was a great guy to me. I played with Ricky Whittle, who's a Hollywood actor now, who was the biggest star in Hollyoaks. I played with Mark Wright, made an appearance because they were filming Mark Wright's Hollywood Nights. I played with him. He was left back. I was centre mid. He kept giving me the ball. He told me how good I was. I played a game with Jason Statham. Robbie Keane trained with us because he was playing at LA Galaxy. I played with Mario Melchior, who played for Chelsea and Holland and Wigan, I think. I played with a couple of top porn stars, 2 of the biggest porn stars in the industry. I won't say the names. I played with them. So all the Brazzers, porn stars would watch us play. The only reason I played for Hollywood is I was playing in a league in Santa Monica because I missed playing football. I got like a hat trick in a game, and Vinny watched. And then a couple of lads came up to me and said, you need to come play for us. I was like, who? I've just started with this team. It's my first game. But you're English, aren't you? I was like, yeah. Well, do you want to know who our coach is? All right. Vinnie Jones. I was like, fuck off. No way. Yeah, Vinnie Jones is over there. I went, no way. Again, I was a football nut. I know everything about Vinnie Jones. Okay. Grabbing Gazza's balls, won the FA Cup with Wimbledon. Massive shock. A character, Hollywood star, Gone in 60 Seconds, multiple other movies. So I went, all right, I'll come speak. And Vinnie Jones was like, you're a fucking good player, you son. I was like, cheers, mate. well, you're going to fucking sign or what? I was like, sign what? I was like, come fucking play for us. We're the best team in the league, son. And I had to tell the guys who I was playing for, I said, listen, I've just been offered to play for this Hollywood team. They said, Adam, don't. They always get the best players. Don't. I was like, listen, this is Vinnie Jones, man. I can't say no. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be in Los Angeles for. I said, sorry, guys. I'm going to go play for them. The week after, I scored after about a minute on my debut. I still remember the goal. That porn star who played at Southampton when he was younger, really top player, again, I won't say his name, he cut it back to me and I whipped it in from about 18 yards, bottom corner. I remember how I opened my hip and I hit it low. Straight away, boom. I started that game, left midfield. I remember it all. So I have this story, which is so insane. Yes, I did meet Beckham in Los Angeles. Yes, I had a chat with him. Yes, I got a signed shirt. Yes, I kicked the ball around with him. Yes, my team coached against Romeo. I don't know how this is all happening, but it's happening. It's happened, sorry. Oh, it's still happening. I'm in Mexico now because I met the love of my life in Los Angeles. We dated a couple of years. It was incredible. She said, I'm done with LA now. I want to go back to Mexico. Are you going to come or not? I said, what? She said, are you going to come or not? It's like, I need time to think about that. I'd just been offered to stay out in the US. Everything was going well. I'd made a name for myself, loads of friends out there, beautiful way of life. And I ended up going with her. That's why I'm in Mexico now. So again, I know it's part and parcel of being an influencer or having any type of YouTube recognition. People will call you out. That is why I went to the US. Now you know why I'm in Mexico. Why didn't I go back to England? I don't want to live in England. I love the people there in general, my friends, my family. The weather's shit. Most people are closed-minded. Most people live the 9 to 5 lifestyle and then get pissed on the weekend and watch football. I can't do any of that anymore. I can go out and have a night out. I can do that, but I don't live for the weekend. Half the time, I don't even know what day it is anymore. I've left that trap of Monday to Friday and then the weekend you're off. I've left all of that behind. So yeah, if I knew all this knowledge when I was playing with Vinny, would I have still played? Yeah, but I would have been really smart. I would have tried to figure out who the fuck these people really are. Like the guy from Hollyoaks, who was a great guy, Naismith. No, what was his name? Ricky Whittle, who played Naismith in Dream Team. Ryan Naismith, and he was Calvin Valentine in Hollyoaks. He was such a nice guy. His fucking body was the best body I've ever seen. He's cousins with Mikel Antonio, who plays for West Ham. That's interesting, isn't it? One's in the Premier League, the other one's in Hollywood, the cousins. Makes you think. You think Liverpool is likely to win the Prem? No, I don't think it's likely. No. I think there's a great riddle for them to win 4 trophies. I don't know if that 4th trophy is going to be the Super Cup. There's a 4 riddle with them. There's 4s everywhere. I've told you that's why Ramsay missed Rangers' 4th penalty. It's why Marnie missed the penalty when the score was 4-4. It's why Prince Philip's funeral was 4 days before the Queen's birthday. It's why the Queen's going to have a 4-day celebration of a coronation. There's 4s everywhere. I can't help but reveal them to people. So I was like, maybe they win 4 trophies. They still might. Guys, they're 3 games away from winning 4 trophies. It's fucking gone to the wire. They've already won 2 of them. I really believe they win the Champions League. That's 3. And remember in 2001, 21 years ago, they won 5 trophies. What are the fucking chances? Yet they got killed in the league. But they're such a fucking good team to win 5 trophies. I assume Aussie rule is in the same too. I don't know much about Australia. I don't hate being with the public, Adam Lastman. I don't hate it, but it's tough for me now. Because if you do go to a bar, there's TVs everywhere. People are talking about the same shit, whether it's pro sports or politics or did you see the new fucking Spider-Man movie? I can't do it anymore. I can't pretend anymore either. So often when I go out, I'm by myself. Girls approach me, of course they do. But I don't mean to say of course they do. That sounds really arrogant. But I actually prefer talking to women now than guys. Because women don't talk about pro sports. They rarely talk about politics. It's a different conversation when you're chatting with women, which I actually like now. I don't talk about. I have to talk about football on these live streams and NFL and NBA, and it's already enough for me, man. Only to reveal it. Yeah, Spider-Man's in there, all the people that play them. Remember the recent Spider-Man? There's 3 Spider-Men. Rangers fans were mugged. Do you mean like literally mugged, or just like they teased them, didn't they? Rangers fans got teased. I wonder how they celebrated when they went 1-0 up. I bet they went crazy, didn't they? 100,000 Rangers fans in Sevilla. 10 times 10's 100. Another 10. Is John Barnes a bird? Yeah. He's got those Catholic connections. Liverpool legend. Did he not coach Celtic as well? John Barnes. He even brought out a song. I told you, Lucifer will give you whatever you want. They gave John Barnes the ability to rap. He had a rap, didn't he? Which was a decent enough song. He was catchy. John Barnes. Fat twat. Lindsay, it's not just gematria. I'm trying to tell people this as well. We don't need to sell people gematria. You need to sell people the truth. I'm sick of this whole gematria community bullshit. You need to start selling people the truth. What I do is not just gematria. I barely use it. Like a lot of my recent videos, like the video about the Blackpool player coming out gay, I use gematria maybe for 1 minute in the 2-hour live stream. We need to have people accept truth and reveal deception. Gematria helps with that. It does. It does help with that, but it's the truth that needs to be shared. Not just someone's name equals this number. That's nice. That's all good. That does help a little bit. For most people, they don't care. You have to reveal the ritual in a variety of ways, which is what I do. I don't just use a calculator to do it, but I know what you're saying. Of course, Sir Alex Ferguson's a female. The most successful coach. Don't give that unless you've an invert. They do, like, yeah, Mexicans in general do like so-called gringos, but a gringo's an American. I'm not an American. They always call me Pinchy Gringo when I play football. The reality is, some reason, again, if it's a magic spell, wherever you go with this accent, people are attracted to it. In LA, I could just talk to a girl. That was it. It was done. Just by opening my mouth. Oh my God. That's so hot. Is it? Why? I never got it. I took advantage of it. I don't know why people care so much about the British accent. It's probably movies and the royal family. They think we all speak like this, though, that we just sit all day sipping on our tea and crumpets. That's all bullshit. Hardly anyone in England speaks like that. Load of shit. Acting. I've been telling them when I buy tickets and go collect for the win, so they know I win often, then I tell them to find the illusion. Cheers, Brody. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. If you come into my Patreon for winning picks, you're going to get more than you lose. Way more. Significantly more. I'm probably 2/3 on average in the month. 66.6. Or maybe a little less. I don't know. But you're going to make your $10 back. Unless you gamble like an absolute muppet. And you've thrown like $3,000 on a team and it lost. When usually you bet maybe $25 in the game. This one, you're like, no, I'm going for this one. So you've ended like the whole month significantly down, even though my picks may have been 70%. It's not my problem. And again, all I do is put out content. So often I'm right, whatever. And when I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm giving you information that's always unbelievable what I present. Always. Every single time. Is it always going to lead to the outcome that you want? No. If you think that, then again, you better start giving me $1,000 a month and not $10 if you think I was going to be right every time. Start paying me $1,000 a month. There was one person who said, oh my God, a -180? That's a gimme. They're nowhere near a gimme, a -180. When you realize how much money people do bet. When I was betting $2,000 on a game, -180, would win me back $1,200. So all the people who use the word gimme, why don't you put every single penny you have on that game then? Because you're talking utter shit. If you knew for a fact the outcome, you would bet everything you owned. So again, just nonsense that I have to deal with, but it's part and parcel of the game, baby. I guess for celebrities, it's almost like having paparazzis. If you're going to be a celebrity, you have to accept that aspect of it. You can't bitch and moan. You want to be famous, you want all eyes on you, then don't bitch when somebody's putting a camera in your face. That's what you wanted, innit? All eyes on you, all attention on you, and then bitch when you get attention. Typical of society. Liverpool won the league once on 99 points. Yeah, I discussed that in the 2019 season. Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. This final today, guys, between Rangers was on a day leaving 227 days left in the year, the 49th prime. And he died on 4-9. They're still using their numbers. Part of me is like, Elizabeth, stay alive, baby. Stay alive for another fucking 10 years if you want. Because I know your numbers inside out and everything's revolving around the royal family. We're all Nazis. Thank you, Lindsay, for mentioning me. I don't know who you mentioned me to, but thank you. Mason with 18 on his back stood in front of my friend at a rodeo. Mason's equal 18. IHS is 18 as well in 2 ciphers, which is the site of Jesus. What else? Arsenal went 49 games unbeaten. Yep. I've got that in my code. It's wild what I have in my code. 7 times 7 is 49. Tom Brady, born in 77, supports the 49ers. The Invincibles. It's funny how many French players they had. Remember, the Society of Jesus was founded in France. You had Wenger, who's French. You had Thierry Henry, who's French. You had the captain, Patrick Vieira, who's French. You had Robert Perez, who's French. All 3 of them won the World Cup. The Invincibles, baby. Va-va-voom. Va-va-voom. How am I today? Hey PM, I was able to actually kind of relax today. I'm done tutoring with the girl. It was an amazing experience. That's done. They want me to work with her again in the fall when they return. If I'm available, I'll do it. So today was kind of like a nothing day. I went for a really nice lunch. I'm doing this live stream. I was posting on Patreon. I had a little workout, teaching English shortly. But yeah, I slept in today, which was beautiful. The best part of my day, I spoke to my mum. Best part of my day. She was drinking a Corona. She always had to be all proud drinking a Corona because she was cooking. And she's just so desperate for me to come over. She's visited me so many times as well, but it's very expensive. Thankfully, she has money, but getting from England to Mexico is not cheap at all. So I need to visit them, man. I got hundreds of people wanting me to see them. I want to go and I want to travel Europe. I want to meet some patrons who I've never seen. I want to organize a night out. I've told you all of this, and I'm not being like Zach Hubbard. I'm not saying I want to set up a community. I'm on about a weekend, which is realistic, where we can go out, drink. If you don't want to drink, don't drink. Go get a nice dinner. Organize a footy game or something through the day. Not watch a game, play a game, so you can see me play, and I can see you guys play. Those are the little things that make me go, all right, keep going, Adam. Keep going, save money, get to England, meet these people, and you're going to create experiences that will never die. Like we never die. And then just hopefully, the only thing that I'm worried about is getting back. If they somehow change the laws and go, oh, no flying now, and I'm stuck in England, is it the end of the world? No. Will I be really devastated? Yes. But at least I'll be around my family. And I know it sounds dramatic. There's no way that'll happen. You just don't know what they're going to do. Every day is like what they're going to do today. So I am really planning that. And I am a guy who sticks to my guns. I will make sure that works. if I get to England. Imagine how good. Imagine the conversations, man. I don't mind anyone who goes, anyone who's on the right path of truth. Bring your friends along. Imagine the conversations. Imagine the banter. Like how funny it's going to be. Imagine I decode a game for the day and we all have a little bit on it and we win. And we're like, there we go. Tequila on illusion, baby. If it loses, we go, fuck it. Still have a great night, baby. You know what I mean? Again, don't cry over pro sports. Don't cry when a celebrity dies. Don't cry when you lose a bet. Don't do that. Okay? You're a fucking adult. Grow up. You can be disappointed. You can be a bit pissed off with it. Don't start crying. Wait, somebody sent a super chat. I've missed it. Oh, that's disrespectful from me. Oh, no, I don't think I missed it. Yeah, shows your football skills, LG. If you're a decent player, I'll pick you first. I'll never lose my game, my love for the beautiful game, ever. I absolutely adore football. It's been one of the biggest gifts in my entire life, I've told you. Playing it, coaching it. I've got goals because of my ability with football. I've inspired people. I've gone to live in another country because of football. I'm talking about it now. Creating a following, talking about it. It's just a beautiful sport. It really is a beautiful sport. Dallas, I've done an amazing code for Dallas. Don't be shocked to see Dallas shock the Warriors. It's not going to be a shock. Part of me is like, I hope Warriors win, but the code I have tells me Dallas could sneak it. But I'm 23 out of 26 in the NBA. This is one where I didn't even want to post because it's the only NBA game. I did a post and I said Dallas +6, -138, which is a nice price. It's almost even money, almost double your money. And you have that little breathing room. If Warriors take a lead, I'll be kind of okay with that. I told my community, if you're going to bet on that game, only do it if you really want to bet. I really want to bet today. I really want to watch the game. I really love this Dallas code. Otherwise, just got to know when not to bet. Sometimes. You got to know, I don't want to bet today. There's no need. Why am I forcing it? And then just if Dallas win, don't cry about it either and say, I knew I should have fucking bet. I knew it. That doesn't help you, man. You can be frustrated, but I know it's hard not to be, but I don't know. Sometimes we get wound up too easily, don't we? Oh my God, Johnny, the amount of people that have invited me to Texas and Dallas is off the charts, and I've never been. I've got Maddie wants me to go, Anna wants me to go, Mike wants me to go. I got offered a job in Texas and I couldn't because I'm not vaccinated, which sucked because I would have said yes. They would have put me up, accommodation, everything, and I couldn't do it. So yeah, I would love to go to Texas. I love to eat as well. I've heard the portions there are big. Everything's bigger in Texas, apart from the dicks, baby. Created by the streets, stolen by the elites. Yeah, football was created on the streets. Originally, it was basically rugby. They played it on the streets. They had to get the ball from one side to the other of the street, but they could use their hands. And then somebody came up with the concept of you could just kick it and only goalkeepers could use their hands, or when you were taking a throw in. That's amazing, that what you just said. Created by the streets, stolen by the elites, like so many things. So many things. They've infiltrated everything. That's beautiful. You should get another job other than coaching. I have Patreon that pays me well. I have YouTube, which is technically a job. I teach English. I've been tutoring a girl 5 days a week. I ain't a guy who's just coaching. I'm not a guy who's just going to commit to one thing. Maybe it's why I decided I wanted to be single. I don't know. Maybe that's part of how my brain works right now. I can't commit to just one thing. So I would never quit coaching, ever. I love it too much. I'm too good at it. Why would I quit it? It doesn't make sense for me to quit coaching. And I know the kids that I'm coaching, they're not going to be pros. They're there to get better and have fun. I'm not training for an elite club, which people call me out for. I know the level of who I'm coaching. They're good little players. They love the game, but they're not going to be pro. Don't go to Texas. It's Beyonce's country. Oh, God. Love to smack Beyonce in his face. 303 weeks before 520, Hillary Clinton became the Democratic nominee. Actually, I don't have that. I'm going to steal that. Again, the biggest thing I'll be frustrated with is I have 40-odd pages of notes. And if she doesn't go, I am not for a second saying it was a waste of time, because, my God, my level of knowledge has grown so much decoding the Queen. So much. Very grateful for it. But be like, oh, man, this is like a masterpiece. It'll be like this, having a masterpiece, and then somebody coming over and taking a shit on it and smudging it all. You can still maybe like make up for it, wipe the shit off a little bit, but you're like, oh my God, it went from being a masterpiece to a masterpiece with shite all over it. Only goalies in Maradona can use the handball rules. No, Aguero's first goal in La Liga in Spain for Atletico was with his hand. Messi scored a hand of God goal, all Argentinian players. It's not an accident. Pope Francis is from Argentina. I've got about 10 more minutes. 201 weeks before 520, Trump had tea with Elizabeth. Yep, somebody showed me that. I added that. I've got the stuff with Trump, but somebody told me that. It may have been you, mate. It may have been you. The best find I haven't shared with anyone yet. It feels like my baby. And if she doesn't go 520, the find is still like, oh my God, this really is what Adam said. It's revelation. It's biblical. It is. I'm not going to share it right now. It's very personal. I don't know how I found it. I remember how it made my body feel. And it's not going to help you win money or anything, so don't worry. I'm not going to delay that. It's not going to help you win money, this find. It's all about her becoming queen and when she was coronated and so many other things. You see Ric Flair, the legendary wrestler, 16 world championships, another 16 to add to the collection. He's coming out of retirement at age 73. Another really good sign for Liverpool to win the European Cup and become 7-3 in European finals. Remember, Prince Charles is 73. Elizabeth married to Philip, 73 years. Brady, 7-3 in Super Bowls. Queen, 73. So, Ric Flair coming out of retirement. There was a 666 ritual, which I haven't shared with that yet, from the span of when he had his first professional wrestling match to the date where he's going to wrestle. 31-7, 317, 66 prime. Queen Elizabeth, 66. Charles, 66. Corona, 66. It's all happening. She's going soon. She's going soon. And then I guess we're all going to be using Prince Charles in our decodes because it's going to be his numbers or her. Prince Charles is a female. Do you think the Queen will go after the Jubilee? Again, it's this situation I'm in right now. What day is it? Now it's the 19th. Is it not the 19th? It's the 19th now in England. All right? It's the 19th. So technically in England, she's going to go in a day, if I'm right. So it's going to be a real shock. Am I going to be massively shocked if she's still here on the 21st? No. Will I be really disappointed? Yes. Yes. Will I be shocked? Like, whoa, fuck me, I can't believe I got it wrong. Not that level, but people are saying, like, what percentage do you think it is? I keep saying I still think she's going May the 20th. It's higher. I think it's 70% for me with the code. And I will not go against this knowledge if she doesn't make it. I'm not going to be like questioning it. Nah. The stuff I found is quite simply mind-boggling. And I'm going to share it with you all, like I always do. I don't think she gets to July. I don't think she gets to July. She might get to June when she was coronated 4 months after February when she became the Queen. 4, the 4s. And again, I always find the numbers. I might not always perfectly connect them. 4 is everywhere. That's why on the 20th, 4 days after the Elizabeth line opens in London for the Tube on the 24th. But then once you go on the 28th or something, 4 days after, like I'll get the numbers at play. Just I'm not always perfect at connecting them, but I'm getting better at it now. May the 20th is gonna be game changing. Something's happening, I think. Something has to happen. Major. If it's just a regular day in the park and nothing happens, I'll be fucking furious, man. If it's just like nothing happened. And then I see her on the fucking 21st or something, like she's out on the 21st and she's fucking mocking me with a stupid wave. Elizabeth is seen breakdancing on May the 21st. She's seen breakdancing. I think she's going to be here for another 30 years. Have some of that illusion. Yeah, if she makes an appearance on the 21st, I'll fucking told you I'll be buying that dartboard and I'll be getting a photo of Elizabeth pinging darts at it. But I won't be too hard on myself. Look what I've done in 2 months. I've woken up hundreds of people. I've won people hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I've increased my consciousness levels. I've ascended in so many ways. I've got 96 people in the live. Are you kidding me as I'm talking about this? I don't lose here. I don't lose. I really feel like... Do you remember when Wigan got to the FA Cup final against Man United? When Man United had like Ronaldo and Rooney and Giggs and Scholes. They had that amazing team and somehow Wigan got to the final. I feel like Wigan. Like you can't lose. If you get beat by Man United in the FA Cup final and you Wigan, it's like, all right. Okay. Was it Wigan? I can't remember. I think it was Wigan. But then didn't Wigan beat Man City in an FA Cup final with Martinez? What are the chances? I've been to Wigan, an absolute shithole, and it's a rugby town because they have Wigan Warriors who play at the JGB Stadium. Wigan, that's how I feel. I can only massively win. The community can only massively win. If it doesn't hit and you've been telling everybody, they're going to go, told you you're full of shit, lad. And that'll only inspire people like me to go next level like I always do. I always get better after failure. And I don't even know if it necessarily is failure. If you predict somebody's death 3 or 4 months before and it doesn't happen, is that really big failure? It's not really, is it? It's just disappointing. I've not necessarily failed. I haven't taken an exam. I made a prediction. Got it wrong. Don't the fucking weathermen do that every day? Or weather women. Who knows what the fuck they are. Now, I'm pretty sure United beat Wigan in an FA Cup final and then Wigan beat Man City. Man United definitely got to a final with Ronaldo against a shite team. He was doing all the step-overs. Let me check. Man United versus Wigan. It might not be Wigan. Yeah, I'm right. It was the League Cup final. League Cup final. Man United won 4-0. There's your 40. If you haven't watched my video or live about why Liverpool won against Southampton, please watch it. Wayne Rooney, man of the match. Wayne Rooney. England's highest goal scorer, guys. 53 goals. Just coronated in 53. Rooney, man of the match. 66,000 in the stadium. It was at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. Don't know why it wasn't at Wembley. I don't know. No. Ah, you fucking joker, Rooney. You joker, Wayne Rooney. Rooney opened the scoring in this League Cup final against Wigan after 33 minutes. You fat-headed, ugly twat, Rooney. Mediocre footballer. Yeah, you were good for a few years when you were younger with the Magic, but then people realised. Ronaldo went off after 73 minutes. 73, come on. Who came on for him? Kieran Richardson, number 23. Oh, he was shite. Kieran Richardson. Paul Jewell. Oh my God, he used to watch me play. This is insane. Paul Jewell used to watch me play when I was at Bradford City. I was with Bradford City when they were in the Premier League and Paul Jewell was the coach. And he was the coach for Wigan. Jimmy Bullard was playing, female, blatant. Little weasel, number 21, of course. Leighton Baines. I've noticed these average players with the magic, they gave them the ability to take a good free kick. Leighton Baines was a prime example. They gave him this good whip, very similar to Beckham. You always remember like Leighton Baines for his free kicks and penalties, but he wasn't that good of a player and he couldn't defend. So England, Gary Neville, Wes Brown, Rio Ferdinand, 5 English players in that squad. And there was 4 in Wigan's squad. Scottish coach, English coach. Can't believe Rooney opened the scoring after 33 minutes. You have to fucking piss yourself, don't you? When did Ronaldo score? He scored this game, I remember. What time did he score? Where is it? Come on, Ronaldo. Where did you score, lad? I can't fucking find it. Wigan keeper picked up a hamstring injury after 14 minutes. Cutting short a Dream Cup final for the journeyman player. Who came on for him? John Phelan. Fucking horseshit. This was on 226. And didn't Jurgen Klopp just sign a contract extension to 2026, 226? Of course he fucking did. The final was in 2006, one of the 26. Called it the Carling Cup, didn't they? Get those CC like 33, Carling Cup. How are Wigan? Oh, I don't know. I don't need to say. What about when Bradford City got to the League Cup final and got beat 5-0 by Swansea? Bradford City knocked out Villa. They knocked out Arsenal. And they knocked out another Premier League team. Bradford City, when they were in League 2, got to the final at Wembley and got beat by Swansea. Remember Queen Elizabeth? Shit, I'm going to be late for my English class. Shit. Yeah, exactly. Ward Prowse, sorry. Set piece specialist. They do that. These women, they give them this ability with magic. There's magic being involved. Ward Prowse can ping a ball incredibly well. Beckham, Baines. Which other ones that were like overrated footballers, but they could whip a free kick? I think Trent Alexander-Arnold's massively overrated. People hammer me for it. They hammer me for it. I think he's really overrated, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Say whatever you want to me. I know the game. And I think he's overrated, or she. But good call with Ward Prowse. He basically takes a set piece just like Beckham. The same technique. Yeah, I'm going to go teach English. I'm going to do that now. But again, guys, the whole Europa League final, if you on my Twitter, you'll see, I tell you what's going down. It's all completely rigged. Stop giving your energy. If you want to still watch it, fine, as a show. Enjoy the show if you know it's a show. Don't get too emotionally invested. Don't gamble what you can't afford. Don't get in arguments with your friends like, no, Rangers are better than Celtic because Rangers have 53 major trophies and Celtic have 52. That's another good reason for... Oh, no, I'll leave you with this before I go. Elizabeth became the Queen in 52, coronated in 53. She might die 520, funeral 530. Celtic this year got their 52nd trophy, league title, sorry, their 52nd league title. Rangers have 53. So can you tell, let's just say, this is what I'm talking about with my codes. This is what I'm saying about, yeah, Wigan did win in 2013 against Man City. Joke. I think it was 1-0 for another 10. A goal was from a corner, I think. I don't know, I remember all of this. But I'm pretty sure it's when they had Yaya Toure and all of that. So if Elizabeth goes, right, at 96, which I've said for a year and a half, preferably May the 20th, she goes at 96. Celtic have 52 league titles. Rangers have 53. She became the Queen in 52, coronated in 53. If she goes this year and that's the case, you don't think that the whole thing's been revolved around the Queen? The Catholics and the Protestants. For me, it's basically almost like it's like the Jesuits against the Freemasons or whatever. That's why you had Italy against England in the final of the Euros. England, Freemasonry was founded in England, in London in 1717. The Vatican, the Catholic Church, is in Rome, in Italy. the Jesuits. It's not just one group, maybe. They might be competing with each other for complete domination. That might actually benefit us if they're actually against each other, these top people. But I don't know. I don't know. Just put it this way. Whenever Queen Elizabeth goes, you're going to be going straight on the Illusions page and he's going to tell you why Elizabeth went on that day. And you know, it's going to blow your fucking mind, baby. Time for me to go. I don't know when to stop talking sometimes, but much love. Look after yourself. I don't even know what day it is today. What day is it? I don't know. Don't care. But I'm going to go teach Lily right now. Thanks for tuning in as usual. Thanks to the people who sent me money in the super chat, whatever it is. I don't really care about the amount. I just care that the fact that you acknowledge my work. So appreciate you, and I'll have a taco tonight on you, baby. Thank you. Much love. And make a difference, like Lady Hawk said. All of you make a difference. I'm going to give those shirts away. But I'm not going to be taking selfies of me doing it and putting it on social media so people like it, okay? But those shirts are going today. I'll tell you the story about it. And I'm going to buy them all a hot dog. I'm buying them all a hot dog, baby. I'm getting excited about buying people hot dogs. Who the fuck have I become, baby? All right, take care. Much love. Bye.